Hello everyone, we are back with another Leetcode question that is a linked list based question. It is tagged to be hard on Leetcode, but yeah, logically I would say it's easy only. The logic is straightforward. We are given a linked list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are given the size of a group. Okay, so let's say the size of the group is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The size of the group is 2. So what we have to do is we have to reverse the elements in the given sizes. So for example, in this particular linked list, what we have to do is we have to since the size is 2, the first two elements will be reversed. It will become 2, 1. The next two elements will also be reversed. It will be 4, 3. So that's how we have to do it. And if there is an element left which doesn't fit the group, then we just have to leave it that way. For example, let's say in the same question we have 1, 2, 3, and the size of the window is given as 3. Then we'll reverse this 3 to 1, and 4, 5, since there are just two elements left, so we'll leave them as they are. We'll not reverse them. So yeah, again the logic is simple and straightforward. What we have to do is we'll take the same example. I hope I draw the boxes all fine. Oops. Okay, fine, that will work. What we have to do is we'll make these partitions. We'll name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we'll do is initially we'll run a loop. So it can be while loop or something. For loop, for won't work. While loop till node is not equal to none, and we'll count the length of the linked list. So this length came up to be 5. So now how to figure out how many times you have to run it? We have to run it basically to the uh, closest or the nearest multiple of 2. So for example, this is the length is 5 and the window size is k. Window size is 2. Okay, so we have to run the loop up till the outer loop up till the multiple of 2, which is just below the size of the array. So 2 into 2 equals to 4. So we'll run it up till here 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll leave this because that basically doesn't fit the window. So that's how we figure it out. So simply we have saved, let's say, the length in n. So we will figure that out using n floor division of k. So let's say L, how many times you have to run the outer loop. That will give us the answer to be uh, 2. So yeah, so we'll have another outer loop which will run from for till 2 in the range of 2. So it will be 0, 1. So L should be in 0, 1. The inner loop should run for K. So since we are reversing them in the window of K, like the first two elements we have to reverse, then the next two elements we have to reverse. Since we are doing it in the like window of K, the next loop must run from, like, let's say the next loop we are running on K is again 0, 1. So let's say the loop variable will be I here, the loop variable will be J here. So there is a formula which we can figure out. So basically what we are doing for in the formula would be uh, if it is before the mid element. Okay, if the value is before the mid element, then we have to pick it from the end, and if the value is beyond the mid element, then we have to pick it from the starting. Okay, and but there is a catch. If the variable, if the value is, like, let's say the value of k is 3, so 1 2 3, so this has to be put here, this has to be put here, but this particular element has to be left as it is, because reversing this will be 321. So we can see 2 remains at the same place, and this is only the case if the number of elements in k are odd. So we will observe this. So let's say if we had 1, 2, 3, 4, so there is no middle elements directly. Like, it's a common thing. We have seen this in many of the other questions. So here it will be 4, 3. 2 1. So everything changed the place. But let's say if it was 1 2 3 4 5, reverse it, it will become 5 4 3 2 1. So we see 3 doesn't change the place. So this is happening only when the number of elements in the k are odd. So that's one thing we have to take care of. Yeah. So yeah, we till now we are clear that L, the I loop runs on L, which is 0 1. The J loops runs on K, which is also 0 1. And if now the one condition is there, if K percent 2 equals to or basically not equals to 0, and uh, J is equal to K by 2. In this case, we have to continue it. We have to simply continue the loop. The reason is, again, I told that the middle elements, when the number of elements are odd, is not changed. So that is there. In other cases, if we are able to sit and we figure out, the formula comes to be node dot value, node dot val equals to. So first we have to, in any of the array, we have to reach the base element. So let's say, um, if it is the 2, so we are, let's say we are here, so we have to reach the base address. The base address is here. How will reach the base address? The outer loop should be multiplied by k, so L into, or L not, the outer loop variable is I, so I into k. So we'll just write node value should be. And yeah, initially one thing I had to tell was, initially when we were calculating the size of the um, list, we also have to store the variables in an array or in a list. So let's say we created an list where we stored 1 2 3 4 5, so that for retrieving we don't have to traverse the linked list. We know that for traversing it's not straightforward. Uh, so for that reason we have stored the values in a sequential manner in a list. So node dot value, how will we replace it to something else? So for this, do these two elements, since we are here, so what we'll do is, we will, for reaching the base address, it will be I into k, or rather I would say, let's name this help array which we have created to be helper, and we name it 1 2 3 4 5. We have these values. So if we are calculating these two, so this is basically the zeroth multiple of 2. Like this is zeroth multiple, this is first multiple. So that's why we are running L from 0 to 1. So if it is 0, we will just say, take from helper, take I into k, plus we have k minus j minus 1. So this will be the formula. Let me see. Yeah, k minus j minus 1. So this will be the formula. And yeah, so in the case when we are at the middle elements, we just basically have to continue. In the case when we are not at the middle element, we have to basically use this formula, pick the elements from helper, and that's all. Thanks. We can even see the code here. So yeah, our solution was straightforward. Thanks.